What up? What up? What up? Give me a Lima Charlie if you can hear me loud and clear, man. Hopefully y'all having a good morning so far. Having a good day. Haven't been live in a minute, man. We got to make different things happen. We can't be doing that all the time, bro. We can't be doing that all the time. Hey, listen, my name is Marine X. Just sitting here wanting to do a little bit of EDC Q&A, gear Q&A, prep Q&A, anything that you might have on your mind. Anything that you might be thinking about or wondering about or whatever the case may be, we can kind of chat that shit up. Also, just kind of like talk about the shit that's going on in the everyday carry community, stuff that's about to drop, as well as stuff that's going on in the world in general. Like, it's a lot of stuff that's just kind of like popping off, bro. It's a lot of stuff that's kind of like always popping off, man. Stuff that I think that can affect your prep, that can affect just the world overall, and the things that you think about having to spend your bread on, your money on. You know what I'm saying? Israel striking in Yemen, Israel starting their ground invasion in Gaza City, Colombia now being designated as incooperative in the drug game, whatever the hell that means, right? Put a Q colon in front of your stuff. It makes me see a little bit better. A Q and a colon in front of your question or your comment normally helps me see it a little bit better as well. Make sure you hit that like button. It puts me in an algorithm. Hey, what's up, man? Appreciate y'all kicking the door in already. Sabib, if I'm saying that wrong, my bad. I appreciate you kicking the door in. The real Chris Brown, what up, man? Moderator of moderators. Thanks for making that shit happen. The good fellas is in the building as well, saying what up, X? What's good, man? What's good to you as well, OG Mr. C? Good morning. It's going to be another hot day in Northern California, bro. The Bay Area is like my jam, man. The Bay Area is my jam. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite vacation spots. When I went up to dang on Alcatraz and San Francisco and all that good stuff. You know, D Crypt 06. What up, man? Thanks for kicking the door in. Birdman is here as well. What up, man? Hopefully having a good one. What it do from the Lou? Hey, what's up? Use 'em or lose 'em. Hopefully having a good one as well. Jimbo says, what do you think about the 511 Skyweight chest rig to use for your EDC EDC kit? Field trip. Let's look that up, bro, because my quick answer is, what is that? Skyweight chest kit. You know what I'm saying? Like my quick response is like, what the heck is that? If we go here and we look at it, all right, first thing that jumps out at me is the price point is okay-ish. The price point is okay-ish. It almost reminds me of like the Long Walk series from Vertex. The Long Walk series is a sling bag, or it's actually a fanny pack that can be worn like a chest rig. But this one, so my initial thoughts about this, just offer it. It seems very singular. It seems very singular in its use case. If you can detach this and make it into, okay, there. So here it is as a cummerbund type of wear. Do you have to buy that accessory? Yeah, it looks like you do. So it does seem like another one of these things that 511 has come up with. And I don't know if it's going to exist in 2 years. It happens a lot. It happens a lot where 511 will come up with something like the AMP series. I love the AMP series in 2020 and 2021, and they discontinued that shit. Imagine you bought into the AMP series like I did, right? And now it's discontinued. This gives me vibes of may not be around long. But I mean, the price point seems fair if that's a key indicator. The good fella says, what cases and gear do you use when you are going to fly travel with a gun? So I've just picked up a Condition 1 case. I was using a Pelican case. I'm looking at it. I don't know the model number. I don't know the model number for this Pelican case, but I use a Pelican case. I use this TSA locks. I have these little TSA locks around. I know it's kind of hard to see, but these locks are TSA approved. They have the little lock on the side, which lets TSA, see if I can. It lets TSA unlock your shit if they need to. And you can buy these all over the place. I put one of these in the actual, the weapon itself, and I put it on the case. So it's a lot of different things but I use a Pelican case, or condition one is if I'm going to be flying with a weapon. But most of the time I don't fly with a weapon. Normally I just drive. Like if I can't drive there and drive through every state with my weapon, a lot of times I won't go. If I am going somewhere where I have to fly, especially a work trip, I won't even bring a weapon, because a lot of my work trips are at facilities where the place I'm going to go visit, they're not going to allow me to bring a weapon anyway onto their facility. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. Anthony, what's up, man? Thanks for kicking the door in. What up? My dad went to JFK in East Cleveland, graduated in 2000. Yeah, I'm from East Cleveland. I didn't go to high school in East Cleveland. I moved down here in 96 when I was 10 years old. But I went to, I would have went to Shaw High School if I would have stayed. I forget the name of my elementary school. It's blanking on me right now. They tore it down. But I lived off Eddie Road at East 129th Street. I'm blanking right now on my, I went to Chambers Elementary for a gifted and talented program, but from kindergarten, first and second grade, my elementary school is blanking on me right now. Hey, appreciate the reminder. Yes, a Q and a colon, just like Chris put right here, will help gain my attention just in case I begin to search for Q's and colons and all of that good stuff. Yeah, it's been a minute, Birdman. You're right, man. It has been a minute, bruh. It's been a minute, man. I try to do live streams when I can. I used to try to do them religiously every single Monday, and you know, life be lifing, bro. So now I was pumping out content. I think consistent content is good, but it's kind of good in here to do Q&A every now and again as well. First off, let me go back to your comment. It says, haven't been here in a minute, left Georgia, getting divorced. Life sucks at the moment. Hey, bro, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, remember it's a season. You know what I'm talking about? I've been through a divorce. I got divorced in 2011. I'm now remarried. It does suck, you know what I'm saying? But we back in this thing. Use them or lose them says best storage solution for what? A weapon, you're going to school, for work, for your EDC gear, you know what I'm saying, on your nightstand. Like, what do you mean storage solution? What do you think about the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 Salt? They made a Salt version of it. Field trip. Let's see. Spyderco Para 2 Salt. Okay, so they made it in Magna Cut. Interesting. Okay, so all right, here's my first thoughts. I like the price point, at least here on Blade HQ. It's CPM Magna Cut, it's G10. It looks, I mean, this is a competitive price. Thinking about its direct competitors at this price point, like I'm thinking about, okay, for instance, I have sitting here on my desk this Buck Range series, which is Magna Cut. Bring you in a little bit closer. And this Range series is Magna Cut aluminum scales, and I think this thing is what, 200, like $199, $200, depending on what sale prices they have going on. So if we look at this, if we're looking at this, you know, I don't know. It does seem like a fair price. My initial thoughts is that I think the price is fair. Hold on, let me update this ticker because the ticker on my other screen is wrong. Hold on. This stuff right here is true. But on my second screen, I want to be accurate for people who are watching this shit in the future. I'm like, what the heck is X smoking? Let me see. Put this right here. There we go. All right, but yeah, that's my initial impression. I like $217. I want to know what they're going to be selling this on the base website. Let's pull it up real quick. So will they sell this on the base website? Let's see. We got Spyderco Para 2. Just any version of it. So the Para 2 on the base, these are all normally S45VN versions. This one's a CPM Crew Wear. This is the most common version on the base website. It is rocking S30V, matter of fact, and it's $198. So on the base website, I will be getting hoed, basically. They would be hoeing me. I might as well buy it on Blade HQ and get a better, quote unquote, better blade, if that makes sense. I do have in the bottom left-hand corner, just everything going on. It's in Gaza area as Israel is kind of doing their thing in the Gaza City. Israel's doing their thing in Gaza City. They're also doing their thing in Yemen. It's a lot of different things going on. There's a lot of different things going on. Questions, put a Q colon in front of your stuff if you need me to see the question. Hey, what up, Spencer? Thanks for kicking the door in. All right, so the biggest question for the Arkfeld series is the greatest. What's up with the Ark Pro? Listen, all right, look. So Olight did request that I don't post like my full video. Here's the Ark Pro. All right, we'll say this, okay? This is the Ark Pro, okay? The thing about the Ark Pro is I'm not gonna post my full thoughts about it yet. I don't know why they delayed this, okay? Mine has my name on it because I laser engraved it on there. But I am looking forward to Olight dropping this flashlight. I mean, I'm not, we'll talk about features and everything that this thing can do. But I skipped the Arkfeld series after the OG, the original one, launched because they weren't giving me what I wanted, right? This one gives me what I want. It gave me two big features that I wanted. The ability to turn the flashlight on and the laser on at the same time, which makes so much sense. I have a 16-year-old, a 10-year-old who both are very book smart, but their street smarts are still building. Okay. Their common sense is still building. So if I'm asking them to dig something up that's between the washer and the dryer, or if I'm asking them to reach their hands into the back of my truck and grab that item, I oftentimes can turn the flashlight on, right? But while the flashlight's on, I want to be able to turn the laser on. You see it see it behind me. And you can now turn them both on at the same time. You can also turn the flashlight on and keep the laser on. So I wanted those little features. And then the second thing I really wanted was them to add USB-C so that you just didn't have to use their proprietary charger only. They did that. Why did they delay it? I don't know. It is delayed on their website, clear as day. I mean, if we go here, it is OFan Day. I don't have any links for OFan Day. I think they have some decent deals. The thing that kind of got me the most, the thing that caught my attention the most were their sights for their guns, for their weapons lights. So the Arkfeld Pro is a part of the OFan Day. In my opinion, don't buy it yet. Arkfeld Pro has some dope features, but don't buy it yet. Don't buy it yet. I think that you should wait on the Ark Pro. The Ark Pro is listed as availability delayed. You can still pre-order it and get a t-shirt or whatever with your pre-order. But in my opinion, you should wait. You shouldn't get the Arkfeld. You should just save the money. Save up the $20 additional and get this when it's available, whenever the hell they make it available. Speaking of Arkfeld, on the Kickstarter, O Knife, it's a sister company of Olight, is about to drop their Ion. And this Ion is inspired by the Arkfeld Pro. And I mean, it's a dope looking knife. For me, it's a gentleman flipper. It's probably not going to be for me. I don't like just flippers only. But for me personally, I think that this is a dope design, especially if you're big into Olight and just all that type of stuff. I mean, this might be for you. It's going to be a Nitro V. They're also going to put it in a titanium version, and I think they're going to have like some crazy looking scales there. Here you go. M390 blade with a Damascus zirconium. That's probably going to cost you your left nut to get that one, but looks like it's aluminium, all that good stuff. So that might be something that you want to jump into as well. Thoughts on the Ark Pro? Yeah, that's my thoughts. So one thing I will say about that Ark Pro, bro, is the Ark Pro Ultra. I want this one. I have the Ark Pro. The reason that I am really interested in the Ark Pro Ultra because it adds a pulsating light underneath the switch, and that they call it the Arc Beat. But what that really does is if you use this flashlight religiously, like this is your flashlight. I'm using the shit out this flashlight. I use it year round. The pulsating light will give you another indicator of how soon your flashlight will die. It has a battery indicator around the ring, but this pulsating light gives you even more indicator of like how much longer until my flashlight dies. When it's this color, I know that I have this much time left, etc., etc. I don't have this one yet, but it does look very interesting to me. Let's see. D3 says, any good recommendations for water storage? I'm trying to get my all my basic prep stuff in order. Right now, my water storage is 5-gallon jugs, but I have a very big garage and I have a shelf system that I built out in my garage. So I'm trying to calculate 2 gallons per person per day for a week. That's my goal for water storage. But in an emergency situation, bro, you know, you got 400 gallons of water in a common size bathtub. And if you have one of those garden tubs, you got up to 600 gallons of water, right? But that's like the first thing that thinks of. Mike and I, CGC, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Hey, Reskin Faithful, man. Appreciate you kicking the door in as well. Kurt Smith says, honestly, I've been using the Vans starter backpack for my EDC and just basic casual use and basically a diaper bag for a few tool pouches, and it works perfectly. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's just like bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes works just fine. Like before companies began to send me bags, I religiously used the Vertex Ready Pack 2.0 as my one and only bag. It was like I use it for everything. Carrying a boomstick, I had to take the boomstick out and go to the NICU because at the time my son was in the NICU. It became my all-day NICU bag, and when he eventually got out the NICU, it became a diaper bag. Like I use that shit for everything. So yeah, you can absolutely transition it like that. Would you recommend getting one of the outgoing or the 1K or 2K EcoFlow? Hold off for the new series when it comes to the EcoFlow. So my recommendation, Mike and Ike's, would be get the current 1 or 2K EcoFlow, because the new features, listen, I love EcoFlow. I see Dental Tools is here as well. I think he would agree that he likes EcoFlow as well. The Delta 3 series is about to expand, and I think I have every Delta 3 products except for like the big 3 kilowatt units. The new features are dope. They're really good. The Storm Guard features, more app stuff you can do in the app. You know, I think that the cooling effect technology is improved and the fans kick on differently. It's a lot, but there's nothing wrong with the current the old gen, the Gen 2, the Delta 2 and the Delta 3. This desk that I'm sitting at right now is being ran with the Delta 2 Max. And I literally unhooked it to make that video. And then I hooked it back up to this desk. So, you know, I think that if you can get those current ones at the deal, and right now for the Delta, for the EcoFlow Delta 2, they're giving you a free bag. For the Delta 2 Max, they're just giving you some good pricing. So that would kind of be my go-to. What are your thoughts about the DJI Portable 2000 station on Amazon? Field trip, let's look it up. The thing about the DJI power stations is that they really are focused on giving you power. They are doing that, but one thing I will say is that they definitely are giving you they're focused on powering up their own equipment. They are focused on powering up their own equipment. So like if we look here, you're saying that you see the DJI Power 2000. It's a 2 kilowatt unit at 2048 watt hours. A great price, less than 50 cents a watt hour at $969 on the current sale price. It can go 3,000 stable output. It can be recharged in 55 minutes. Let's look at the ports. So it has a 30 amp port for an RV. It has 3 15 amp ports. It has a whole bunch of USB-Cs and a whole bunch of USB-As. I don't know what's behind those ports, those covers. It looks like, okay, this is what I was talking about. See these covers right here? Those covers, I think, one is a battery expansion port. And then One is a solar input port. And then I think one is like I don't like the fact that the battery expansion port and the solar port are all on the front. I kind of like I like my UI on the front to be all output stuff, right? So they have input stuff on the front, and you that owns it would know not to plug anything in there. But I do have kids, and I don't want them walking up and trying to plug, you know what I'm saying, a plug into the solar port and breaking it. But the price, we got to just look at the price. I mean, the price is phenomenal. The price is phenomenal. Let me see if I can pull. It's $969. If I look at the current price of the EcoFlow Delta 2, that's a 1 kilowatt, and it's rocking $439, which is that's a good price. That's actually a really good price. I didn't know that they were going to have it at $430. The best price I've ever seen a Delta 2 is at like $399 or something like that. But let's do Delta 2 Max. So if you're directly comparing that with the Delta 2 Max, right now it's $790. No, that's the extra battery. The Delta 2 Max is technically right now cheaper at $949. So I don't know. Me personally, I would get the Delta 2 Max. It has a better app. And if you need the ports, get the DJI. I think it's that simple. Super long-winded answer, but that's kind of where I would go with that. I just answered that about the Arc Pro series. Thoughts on the Nikkor EDC lineup? My overall thoughts on the Nikkor EDC lineup is that they have great features. I think they need to get away from internal batteries only, because I don't know longevity-wise how long those are going to last. And I have seen customer complaints about the buttons failing. None of that has happened to me, and it's very anecdotal. And the reviews on Amazon on their website would completely disagree with the anecdotal shit I just explained to you. But overall, the Nikkor EDC lineup is dope. If you could only get one, I would get the EDC 29 and just call it a day. I would get the EDC 29 and call it a day. Not EDC related, but any advice for a soon-to-be dad, first child coming in? I'm super nervous on how I'm going to do. My advice would be that days are long, but years are short, bro. My advice would be that days are long, but years are short. Embrace the mistakes and take a lot of photos. And the last thing I would say is try to be present, not just in the room. So sometimes as dad, we get credit for physically being in the room. Like, look, dad is here. He's sitting on the couch. He's such a present dad. That doesn't mean you're present. So sometimes that's something I'm still working on, where not being in my phone, not if I'm cooking, not overly focused on the food. If my kid is trying to show me something, they just colored, try to be present. That's kind of like my easiest advice. I like your shirt. Looks nice. Appreciate that, man. Princeton Tex, Helix outdoor lantern. Yeah. I have one of those. And I think it's one sitting right next to me right now. That outdoor lantern is a good buy. The only issue I have with it is the only issue I have with that is that it uses micro USB, and the world has moved on to USB Type-C. However, it is made in America. If you want to support made in America flashlights, which are extremely rare, flashlights and lanterns made in America, then that would be a reason to get it. That would be a reason to get it. Hey, what up, Dental Tools? Thanks for kicking the door in. First off, listen, a lot of like advice that I get when it comes to tools and especially power stations and laser engravers and all that good stuff comes from Red over there at the Dental Tools. You definitely got to check him out. I have a mod that's here. If y'all could maybe link up his page. Matter of fact, I think I can do this here. Yeah, so appreciate you definitely got to check him out, man. I've gotten a lot of advice, especially my Metabo. When Hitachi was switching over to Metabo, like the Dental Tools gave me the best explanation of what was happening there and made me feel confident to go in Lowe's and buy all the Hitachi shit before it left the shelves. Aaron says, Man, I just purchased a Big Idea Design boat pen. Very disappointed. I appreciate you doing real reviews on real gear and not trying to sell us to these companies like the best damn EDC stuff. I have a boat action pen and appreciate you, Aaron. I appreciate you, bro. I have a Big Idea Design pen that they did in collaboration with Carryology. And that was the second pen I bought from them. And what happened was the first pen that I bought from them was the twist pen. It wasn't a boat action pen. It was this twist pen that they had. And I liked it so much. I mean, it was easy to use. It used G2 refills, just a shorter kind. It was dope. And it was like $35. So when this dropped, I bought it on launch and I paid full price. And I was so disappointed in it. The Carryology tag made it cost more money. I bought the boat action size, which was $149. It's still not that big. I never used. Matter of fact, I think I sold this pen. Actually, I'm very confident that I sold this pen. That's how much I didn't like it. So I'm when it comes to boat action pens, I'm tactile turn all day. And in second place is Bastion. Second place is definitely Bastion. Star Wars or Star Trek? Asking the important question. So for me, Star Wars. I tried to get in Star Trek in the 90s, bro, and it didn't really hit me right. It didn't really hit me right. Appreciate that, man. Greetings from Gaza. You're in Gaza right now? All right. Well, keep your head down. Appreciate you. Dark Knight, what is your top 3 best knives? Man, that's hard. That's hard. I guess I can give you my top 3 knife actions. Because I can't think of the top 3 best knives right now. Right now, number 1 for me, hands down, is a compression lock. If you can do a really good compression lock, then for me, it's the fidget factor. The 2 knives I just showed you here, the Kaiser Bulldog and the Buck Range series, which Buck just came out with, they're both compression locks. And these are the type of knives I use for fidget factors, all that type of stuff. Second place for me will probably be the compression lock that comes from Spyderco. I really like the compression lock. It's just a very good to go, useful item. And the liner lock is third. I know there's so many other things: button access liner lock, button lock, slip joints, etc., etc., etc. But those are my types. And then the makers, I would say, if you make stuff in America, you got me by the balls first. If you design stuff in America, but you can't quite afford to build in America yet, you got me second. And if you're China everything, you're designing China, you make in China, you don't have American employees except for the reps to go to your trade shows, then you're last, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, Delta 2 Max. Absolutely, man. It's crazy because the Delta 2, for my coffee area, I use a Delta 3 Plus because it has more features than the Delta 2 series. For the Delta 3 series, I'm able to do stuff like tell my coffee maker or tell the AC ports to turn on at 0.5, which is what I do. I can tell my AC inverter, turn it off at 2130, which is what I wanted to do. I can tell it to the Delta 3 series, it has this thing called Storm Guard, which is I don't let my Delta 3 Plus charge more than 88%. I'm trying to save the battery, right? But if you have Storm Guard turned on, if it senses a storm coming in your area, it will override your settings and charge it to 100% in preparation for the storm. You get those in the new Delta series, Delta 3 series. So I think it's really, really dope. But you just kind of have to, let me see. You kind of have to just, I don't know, you kind of got to be used to, I wonder if I can sign in and look at their stuff while I'm on. Maybe not. I was going to try to show you guys what it looks like on the desktop, but I'm not about to spend a minute trying to navigate that. Yeah, I had the DJI 1K when it came out. I've never put my paws on the 2K. But the 1K felt very cash grabby, if that makes sense. It was as if I said, man, everybody wants a portable power station, so let's make one. And then they made one, and then they made it really charge their drones faster and all the other stuff. But I feel like I can get a better deal with another brand, especially like Dapson or Anchor or EcoFlow or something like that. What up, Piranha? Thanks for kicking the door in. I appreciate that. Talking about the Nicor, I just got the MH40 Pro. Field trip. I don't know which one that is. I just got the E. Okay, so I'll show you what I just got, and then I'm going to look yours up. So I just got this. I got this EX7. It's the EX7. It's a 6,000 lumen high performance flashlight. It's dope. I wish it had a momentary switch, but it's not really. It's more of a search and rescue light, not really a patrol light. If you are a security guard or police officer, this is not the flashlight for you. I think you should have a rear tail switch if you're a law enforcement officer, so that you can keep the flashlight near shoulder or near shoulder height. This flashlight is not really for that. But while we're here, let's also look up the MH40. So, oh, okay, you got the long throw, 3,500 lumen long throw. This is what you call one of those in the middle of the night, grab my flashlight flashlights. This is one of those, like, I heard something flashlights. That's what this is. Okay, that's what this is. $169 seems competitive because the first thing I think of is the Ace Beam P20. Yeah. So my bump in the middle of the night flashlight is the Ace Beam P20. This is my bump in the night flashlight, which sits near my nightstand or my man cave desk or whatever. This one does 1,400 meters ish, and it's pumping out 5,500 lumens. This one is doing 3,500 lumens, a little bit not as long as a throw, but you're saving $30. So I mean, they're both great bump in the night flashlights. I think they're really, really good. So it's not bad. Nice pickup. Nice pickup. Curtis, thanks for kicking the door in. Colin, thanks for kicking the door in as well. Have you checked out any item from Roxxon? They're so a lot with their flex. Yeah, they sent me some stuff. I haven't done content on it yet. They sent me they had one item that had like this full size scissors built in. I forgot what it was called. Let me see if I can look that shit up. D2 multi-tool. But I do like what they're kind of going with. That's what they sent me. They sent me the Roxxon. Wait, what the hell is this? Let's go to multi-tools. Let's go to, or maybe I didn't go to multi-tools. They got a pretty good website. Now I'm slowing down and looking at this. This is the Flex one that you were just talking about. They sent me the KS2. They sent that to me a while back. I did a little bit of content on it, and that was about it. But now you're mentioning the Flex series, which reminds me of the KS2, but looks a little. This is what they sent me. I liked it. I don't have a big need for it because it doesn't have pliers. But if you don't need pliers, it's extremely small in the pocket. Very, very small in the pocket. But this Flex series seems to be interesting. Let's take a look at that. So it looks like the same size as the KS2, but I mean, more flexible, lack of a better joke term or whatever. Left-handed, frame only, adapter included. You can get it in multiple different colors. Yeah, I kind of fuck with this, bro. I kind of like this. I like the vibe of that. Yeah, so to answer your question quickly, yes, the KS2 is the only one that they've sent me, and I think they sent me some larger multi-tool. It has like pliers in it or some shit like that. It's like, or maybe that's a different company. Maybe that's Next Torch. But yeah, I've checked it out. Do I like cheese? Yes. Yeah, I like cheese, bro. Best EDC pouch or bag, man, that's hard. For what? You know what I'm saying? You want something that's going to be like, you can go to Patagonia and it's going to be hard for a thief to rip it off your back. Then I would go with something like Brown Buffalo with their very, very good quality shoulder straps. You want some shit that you're going to be able to take to coffee shops. It's not going to cost you a ton of money. Get something from Alpaca. You know what I'm saying? I need a little bit more context for you. Black Guns and Gardens. Hey, thanks for kicking the door in, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. About to start a YouTube channel. you and Mike Tango Whiskey have inspired me to give it a try. Yeah, go for it, Colin. What I would say is, at a minimum, do 8 to 10 videos. And then after you do those 8 to 10 videos, figure out what sucked the most about making those videos. Like, just what sucked the most. Like, I can barely hear myself. Maybe I need to get a new mic, or the lighting was very, very hard to do, or I hate the way I look on camera. Maybe I need to just go hands only, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm so nervous on camera, maybe I need to get a teleprompter. So, like, I would do at least 8 to 10 videos. And I would say don't quit YouTube until you've done at least 100 videos. And that would be like my advice. And you just come up with your own schedule, all that good stuff. KW, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Got the EX7 also. It's not too bad. Still like my P23i better. MH Pro is on my list. Yeah, the EX7, I actually asked Nightcore to send that out to me, and I told him also it was kind of like, but squeeze me. If you get new stuff that come out, I'm a fanboy of your shit. Just send it to me. I will do content for you. You don't have to pay me any money. You know, I tell Nightcore all the time, you don't have to pay me a cent. There are some companies I'm like, where my bread at? But Nightcore is not one of them, because I think they make some good stuff. So they sent it out to me. I am now comparing it and trying to figure out what are my favorite 21700 battery flashlights. That's one of them. That is one of them on the list. Yeah, the KS2E is not. It's a solid option as well. Field trip. Let's go back and look at that real quick. So I didn't even know. Roxxon just has so many different. Here you go. Okay, so this is what you're talking about, Spencer. Man, I like this black on black. I love the fact it's G10 scales. There's not a lot of multi-tools using G10. A lot of them are using stainless steel everything. 9-piece standard bit set. You get a D2 bladed knife. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what my K2 looks like. It's just a different color. It's pretty dope. I like what they're doing. I do like what they're doing. They're really making some different stuff happen. I just got my first tactile turn pen. It's a side click, great pen. Thanks for the recommendation, bro. They're good. And I'm not just glazing them because so I own about 10 pens from Tactile Turn. They've literally given me 0 pens. They have given me 2 knives, but they've never given me a pen. Every pen I bought myself. That's how much I like their pens. So I've probably given Tactile Turn $1,000 to buy pens, and I've given them $0. Actually, no, I did buy one knife from them for a Tactile Knife, their sister company. They just make some good stuff. They're here in Dallas. What happens is I go to their facility. Like, I might go there to pick up a knife. They'll say, X, we got a knife for you. Do you want to just come pick it up and save us the postage? I'm like, yeah, y'all are 15 minutes from the house. I go there. While I'm there, I'm petting their dogs. They have a shop dog. I'm shooting the shit. Next thing I know, they're like, hey, we got this pen releasing next week. And I'm like, can I tap the pay? Can I tap the pay, bro? You know what I'm saying? So we do stuff like that. Semper Fi. Hey, Semper Fi, bro. You gotta hit me. If you can hit me up on Instagram, I want to run some Helldivers too. And I'm like very, very wet behind the ears with it. You know what I'm saying? So if you can hit me up, I want to run some Helldivers too. Are you gonna review Leatherman's new lineup of knives, bro? That's a good question. So I did reach out to Leatherman and asked them for their some knives, and they said they're not looking for new collaborations right now. Keeping it real. I can appreciate you just telling me no instead of leaving me on red. So that lets me know, like, I need to make a decision. Do I spend my own bread on it? I don't have a Patreon or anything like that. Or do I just, like, wait, maybe ask if I can borrow one from Blade HQ or something like that? So right now, I don't plan on reviewing their knives, but that may change. I do plan on possibly getting my hand on the new Leatherman Wave Alpha, not because it has Magna Cut blade steel, not because of the color. I want to know if they worked on the pinch. If anybody's ever owned a Wave Plus, you know about the pinch. The pinch on a Leatherman Wave is when you're going to close that bad boy, the way it can pinch your freaking index fingers, it sucks. That one reason alone makes me happily buy the Surge, spend more money and buy the Surge than the Wave Plus. Matter of fact, I don't even own a Wave Plus anymore because I don't like the pinch. They did announce the Wave Alpha. What happened was they got tired of the leaks. Everybody and their mom had been leaking this multi-tool since June. And at this point, I think they wanted to get ahead of it. By getting ahead of it, you probably should have announced this shit in July, but you know, whatever. They announced it in mid-September, okay? So this is going to now replace, they're getting rid of the scissors, the small scissors. They're going with the larger scissors. They're getting rid of the serrated blade, which makes sense because a serrated blade is really good for fibrous materials like burlap and rope. But how often are you cutting that type of stuff? So it already seems to have made an improvement by giving me the large size scissors instead of the small scissors, getting rid of the serrated blade. Magna blade still, I mean, it might be worth it if you don't carry a knife. And it looks like they put an awl in replace of those small scissors. What is the price point going to be on this? I don't know. I know when I buy these Leathermans on the base website, they normally cost me like $105. This is where I normally buy I don't even buy my Leathermans anywhere else. So if I wanted to get a Wave Plus right now from the base website, do they have any right now? Did I already pass it? Frustration level is growing. I see the curl. Well, anyway, it's normally like $105. It's normally like $105. I'm not seeing the Leatherman. Let me go here real quick. Okay, yeah, they don't have it listed on their website right now, which happens every now and again, but that's what I normally do. Any tips on sharpening knives? Go check out Jared at Neves Knives. Tips on sharpening knives? Yeah, go to Jared at Neves Knives. He does knife sharpening live streams. He also he will sharpen your knives if you send it to him. I think you have to be like a member to his channel or something like that. But he will do stuff like that. I'm going to link him up in the chat for you. So Jared at Neves Knives can give you some good advice on sharpening knives. He's really good at it. And he can definitely give you the bee's knees, whether you want to use stones or you want to use the pull through method or use a belt sharpener. He can do all of it. He's really good at that stuff. So I don't even want to misguide you, bro. I don't even want to misguide you. So let's see. Are there any more TKL reviews coming? Thank you, says Dan. I got to reach out to Tim at TKL. The issue is that a lot of his stuff I don't have a need for. So I will be purchasing something with the intent to just review it. And I try not to just buy stuff with the intent to review it. So I have a lot of fixed blade knives. A lot of them meet my needs. I only go hunting twice a year. And so I have to have a wild hair at my butt to carry a fixed blade multiple times a month. So I would be buying his stuff just to review it. But if he wants some stuff to get some content, maybe I'll borrow a knife and send it back to him or something like that. I definitely would do something like that. I'll reach out to Tim. I will reach out to Tim. EDC trousers or pants, Vertex. So right now I'm wearing Vertex Trail Series ultralight, or I think is what they call it. Let me see. And so, but Vertex, yeah, the Trail Slacker pants is what I'm wearing right now. And without getting up like a weirdo and showing you my bum and stuff, but literally this is the color I'm wearing. I'm wearing a 36, which is out of stock, but I used to be a 34, not so much anymore. Anyway, I'm wearing a 36 inseam 34. These are some great trousers, man. I like how lightweight they feel. They have that side zipper pocket. You can use code MarineX on anything on their website and get at least, I think I can get you at least 10% off. But they have this, they're just really good trousers. Really good trousers. So I think that that's kind of like my go-to. That's kind of like my go-to when it comes for stuff like that. Another thing I thought was interesting is that the Leatherman. Oh, we talked about the Wave Plus. We talked about the new flashlight coming. Let me see. What else am I missing before I go get my kiddo off the bus? Hold on. Yeah, I think we got those there. Hey, listen, guys, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. We're going to do another giveaway soon. I talked about on one of my most recent videos that I like to do once my videos reach a certain amount of like, I try to stay within, you know, YouTube has a lot of new rules when it comes to like giveaways, and I'm really trying to stay within the limits of those. So I have a video, the which video is it? I think it's the all new dope EDC video. Yeah, it's right here. If you go check out this video, okay, I'm doing a giveaway in this video. Okay, so there's a giveaway going on in this video, and it would be an opportunity for you to win a dango wallet. And so just go check it out. Let me know the thoughts on those new items that just came out and anything else that might be going on as well. Hey guys, appreciate you guys stopping by for another live stream. I got to go get kiddos off the bus. I also got to work my day job. Like, YouTube is not my full-time job. So this is a pit stop throughout my day. But hey, I appreciate y'all once again for kicking it with your boy, and we will speak soon.